Take a slow breath in and let it go without effort. There is no rush here, no destination, only a quiet unfolding of thoughts, moving as slowly as the night itself. Tonight, we begin not with something distant, but with something that has always been quietly present, surrounding you, holding you, even when you are unaware of it. High above the Earth, and far beyond its thin atmosphere, there exists a vast, calm structure made of stars. This structure is called the Milky Way. The Milky Way is a galaxy, a word that sounds abstract, but describes something very real and very steady. A galaxy is not chaos. It is not random. It is a gently organized system, where gravity slowly guides billions of stars into wide, patient orbits. Our galaxy contains stars of every age, some young and bright, others old and dim, some already gone, their light still traveling quietly through space. Between these stars are drifting clouds of gas and dust, soft and cold, slowly gathering over millions of years to form new stars in the future. Nothing here is hurried. Nothing is loud. When you look at the night sky from a truly dark place, away from artificial light, you may notice a pale, luminous band stretching overhead. It does not sparkle sharply. It does not shine like the moon. Instead, it appears soft, uneven, almost like mist illuminated from within. This gentle glow is the Milky Way as seen from inside. It is the combined light of countless stars, so distant that your eyes cannot separate one from another. Their light blends together, creating the appearance of a glowing river flowing silently across the sky. For thousands of years, people noticed this river of light long before they understood what stars truly were. They named it based on what it resembled to them. Milk spilled across the heavens. A pale road, a luminous path. The name Milky Way comes from these ancient impressions. In Latin, Via Lactea. In Greek, Galaxius. Both meaning the same soft idea, a milky road in the sky. Different cultures told different stories about it. Some believed it was a bridge between worlds. Some thought it was the path traveled by spirits. Others saw it as the remains of a great cosmic event, frozen in the night sky. Even without science, they sensed that this glowing band was something greater than ordinary stars. What they could not yet know, but what we understand now, is that this glowing river is not above us. It is round us. Our solar system is not outside the Milky Way, looking in. We are deeply inside it, nestled within one of its long, spiral arms. This arm is made of stars slowly circling the galaxy's center, like lanterns drifting in a vast, rotating city of light. Our sun is just one star among hundreds of billions. Not special in size, not unusual in brightness, simply one warm point of light, carrying a small family of planets along with it. From Earth, we cannot see the Milky Way as a whole. We cannot step back far enough. Just as you cannot see the full shape of your own home while standing in the hallway, we cannot see our galaxy's full form from within it. Our view is limited, but that limitation gives us the glowing band, the soft river of light that wraps the sky. The scale of the Milky Way is almost impossible to imagine, and yet it can be felt rather than measured. It stretches about 100,000 light years across. A light year is the distance light travels in 1 year, and light is the fastest thing we know. Even so, it would take light 100,000 years to cross our galaxy from one side to the other. And still, the Milky Way is calm. It turns slowly, taking its time. Our sun completes one orbit around the galactic center roughly every 225 million years. Since Earth formed, The Sun has made only about 20 of these slow journeys. The galaxy does not notice centuries. It barely notices civilizations. The Milky Way itself formed more than 13 billion years ago. It has existed since the early universe, growing quietly, absorbing smaller galaxies, settling into its present shape over unimaginable spans of time. It has watched stars be born and fade, worlds form and disappear, long before any human thought ever rose. And yet, despite all of this vastness, you are not separate from it. Right now, as your body rests, as your breathing becomes slower, you are moving through space along with the Milky Way. You are safely carried by its gravity, held within its structure, supported without effort. You do not need to reach for the stars. You are already among them. The Milky Way is your cosmic home, not a place to travel to, but a place you have always belonged to. Every atom in your body was shaped in stars that lived and died within galaxies like this one. So tonight, let yourself feel small in the gentlest way. Small enough to rest. Small enough to let go. You are inside the Milky Way right now. You always have been. And for this quiet moment, that is enough. Let your breathing remain slow and natural, as if each breath has all the time it needs. There is no rush to understand anything here. We are simply allowing the idea of size to stretch gently round us, like a quiet night expanding outward. The diameter of the Milky Way is wide, wider than the mind can easily imagine. From one distant edge to the other, our galaxy measures about 100,000 light-years across. A light-year is not a year of time, but a year of travel, the distance light covers in one full year moving at its constant, incredible speed. Light can circle the Earth many times in a single second, yet even it would take 100,000 years to cross the Milky Way completely. This tells us something important and calming. The galaxy exists on timescales far slower than urgency, far larger than worry. The thickness of the galactic disk, despite its great width, the Milky Way, is surprisingly thin. Most of its stars lie within a flattened disk only a few thousand light-years thick. Compared to its diameter, this thickness is almost delicate, like a vast cosmic plate or a soft glowing ribbon stretched across space. This shape is why, from Earth, we see the Milky Way as a band instead of a sphere. We are looking through the disk from within it, gazing sideways through layer after layer of distant stars. The number of stars, gently considered inside this thin but enormous disk, are hundreds of billions of stars. Not a number meant to be counted, not a figure meant to be precise. Simply a reminder of abundance. Each star is a sun, many with planets of their own. Some stars burn brightly and briefly. Others glow quietly for trillions of years. Together, they form a calm ocean of light drifting through space. Comparison to other galaxies, the Milky Way is not unusual in the universe. It is neither the largest galaxy nor the smallest. It does not dominate its surroundings. It exists comfortably in the middle, a typical spiral galaxy among countless others. This normality is soothing. It reminds us that the universe favors balance, not extremes. Our home galaxy is part of a vast community, one among trillions. Why light takes so long to cross it? Because of the Milky Way's immense size. Even light must take its time. When we observe distant stars, we are not seeing them as they are now, but as they will only go. Some of the light reaching Earth tonight began its journey before humans ever existed. The galaxy is layered in time. Every direction you look is also a glance into the past. Nothing here is immediate. Everything arrives slowly. The spiral shape of the galaxy, the Milky Way, is shaped like a spiral. A soft, rotating swirl. At its center lies a denser region of stars, round which the rest of the galaxy gently turns. This motion is not fast. It is graceful and patient, like a slow cosmic breath. The spiral shape allows the galaxy to remain stable, distributing stars and matter evenly over time. The arms of the Milky Way, extending outward from the center along spiral arms. These arms are not solid structures. They are regions where stars are more densely packed, where gas and dust gather, where new stars are often born. Our solar system lives in one of these arms, a quiet neighborhood, far from the busy center, drifting peacefully along its orbit. Why the galaxy is always moving, nothing in the Milky Way stands still. Stars orbit the galactic center. Gas clouds drift and reshape themselves. Even the spiral pattern slowly evolves. Yet this movement is calm and predictable. It unfolds over millions of years. Change here is slow enough to feel almost eternal. How gravity holds it all together, what keeps this vast structure intact is gravity. Gravity does not rush. It does not demand attention. It simply connects. Every star pulls gently on every other star. Even invisible dark matter adds to this quiet balance. Together, they form a stable system that has lasted for billions of years. Scale beyond human intuition, the size of the Milky Way exists far beyond human instinct. Our minds evolved to understand footsteps, sunsets, short journeys. The galaxy asks nothing of our understanding. It exists whether we grasp it or not. And perhaps that is the comfort. You do not need to comprehend its size. You only need to rest within it. The Milky Way is vast, slow, and patient. And as you continue to relax, it continues its quiet motion, carrying you effortlessly through space and time. Let your breathing slow a little more now, as if each breath is gently rocking you back and forth, like a quiet tide beneath the night sky. We turn our attention to the stars themselves, not as distant objects to analyze, but as familiar companions, soft points of light that have watched over countless nights. The birth of stars in nebulae. Stars begin their lives in silence. Deep within the Milky Way are vast clouds called nebulae, enormous regions of gas and dust, so cold and dark that nothing seems to be happening at all. Yet inside these clouds, gravity works patiently. Tiny motions slowly draw material together. Over hundreds of thousands, sometimes millions of years, the cloud gently thickens in places until warmth begins to appear. This warmth grows. Pressure builds, and without any sound, without any sudden moment, a star is born. There is no explosion, no announcement, just a quiet ignition, a new light joining the galaxy's slow rhythm. The different colors of stars, not all stars shine the same way. Some glow with a soft red hue, cooler and calmer in temperature. Others shine yellow or white, steady and familiar, like our own sun. Some stars glow blue, bright and intense, burning hotter and faster than their quieter companions. These colors are not decorations. They are gentle signals telling the story of a star's temperature, its energy, its pace through life. The galaxy is filled with these subtle tones, a quiet palette of light spread across the dark. The lifespans of stars live lives that stretch far beyond human time. Some burn briefly, brilliant and powerful, lasting only a few million years before fading away. Others glow steadily for billions of years, changing so slowly that the universe barely notices. Our sun is one of these steady stars, halfway through its long, calm life. It has shone for billions of years already, and will continue to shine long after today's worries have completely disappeared. Red giants and blue stars, as stars age, they change. Some expand into red giants, growing vast and gentle, their light spreading softly outward as they near the later chapters of their existence. Others, especially blue stars, live fast and bright, burning through their fuel quickly, leaving behind echoes of their brief brilliance. Each path is natural. Each ending is part of balance. Nothing here is wasted. Nothing is rushed. Star clusters, many stars are born together. They emerge from the same nebula, side by side, forming star clusters, families of light drifting through space. Some clusters are loose and open, their stars slowly drifting apart over time. Others are tightly bound, ancient and dense, holding hundreds of thousands of stars in a slow, shared orbit. These clusters move through the galaxy together, quiet companions on an endless journey. Binary star systems, some stars are never alone. They are born in pairs, locked together by gravity, circling one another endlessly in a slow cosmic dance. These binary systems are common in the Milky Way. Two stars sharing light, sharing motion, bound together for millions or even billions of years. Even in the vastness of space, companionship is natural. Ancient stars older than Earth. Some stars in our galaxy are far older than our planet. They formed when the Milky Way was young, before Earth existed, before the Sun was born. These ancient stars have witnessed the slow unfolding of cosmic history. They have shone through eras we can barely imagine. Their light reaches us now, calm and steady, carrying whispers from a time before beginnings as we know them. Star density near the galactic center toward the center of the Milky Way, stars grow closer together. The night sky there would glow intensely, filled with light from every direction. Stars crowd the region, moving in dense, overlapping orbits around the galaxy's core. Yet even there, motion remains smooth, balanced by gravity's quiet guidance. Crowded, but calm. Stars that no longer exist, some of the stars we see tonight are no longer there. Their light began traveling long ago, crossing vast distances, arriving at Earth only now. The star itself may have faded, or transformed, or quietly ended its life, yet its light continues on, faithful and unhurried. In this way, the sky is layered with memory, a soft archive of light from many different times. Stars as quiet timekeepers of the universe, stars mark time without clocks. They age, they change, they fade, all according to rhythms far slower than any heartbeat. They measure time not in seconds, but in millions of years, in billions. As you rest now, the stars continue their steady glow, unchanged by thought and touched by worry. They have been here long before you, and they will remain long after this moment passes. And that is comforting. Let the image of starlight soften your mind. Countless quiet suns, drifting gently through the Milky Way, keeping time. So you don't have to. Nothing is expected of you now. Just rest under the same stars that have always watched quietly from above. Settle a little deeper now, as if your body is being gently supported by something white and steady beneath you. There's nothing sharp here, nothing sudden, only soft structure, quiet order, and slow, reassuring motion. The galactic core, at the very heart of the Milky Way lies its galactic core. This central region is dense with stars, packed closer together than almost anywhere else in the galaxy. Light there is abundant, overlapping, layered upon itself. At the center of this core rests a supermassive black hole, not as something violent or threatening, but as a calm anchor. It does not pull everything inward. It simply sits, contributing to the balance that holds the galaxy together. The core is bright, busy, and far away from us, a distant center we slowly orbit without ever feeling its pull directly. The spiral arms extending outward from this core are the Milky Way's spiral arms. They curve gently, like soft brush strokes across space. Each arm contains stars, clouds of gas, and regions where new stars are born. These arms give the galaxy its graceful shape, yet they are not rigid structures. They are patterns, like waves moving through a calm sea of stars. The galactic halo surrounding the main disk is the galactic halo. This halo is faint and expansive, stretching far beyond the visible arms. It contains older stars, ancient star clusters, and vast amounts of unseen matter. The halo is quiet and sparse, a soft outer presence that gently envelopes the galaxy like a dim, protective glow. The thin disk and the thick disk, the Milky Way's main body, is divided into two gentle layers. The thin disk is where most stars are found, including our Sun. It is flat, wide, and rich with gas and dust, the ingredients for future stars. Above and below it lies the thick disk, where stars are fewer and often older. Together, these layers create depth, not separation, a gradual transition rather than a boundary. Star distribution across the galaxy stars are not evenly spaced. Some regions are dense and luminous. Others are quiet and open. This unevenness gives the Milky Way its textured appearance, bright patches, soft gaps, and gentle gradients of light. Yet even in emptier regions, stars are never truly absent. Space is wide, but never empty. Why the spiral arms aren't solid? The spiral arms are not solid objects. Stars move through them much like cars pass through a slow-moving traffic pattern. The pattern remains, even as individual stars drift in and out. This is why the arms persist for billions of years, not because stars stay in place, but because the pattern itself is stable. Dark dust lanes threaded through the spiral arms are dark dust lanes. These are dense clouds of dust that block light from behind them, creating soft shadows against the glow of stars. They are not empty spaces. They are places of possibility, regions where future stars are quietly forming. How stars orbit the galactic center. Every star in the Milky Way orbits the galactic center. These orbits are wide and slow, taking millions of years to complete. They do not cross violently. They follow smooth paths, guided by gravity's gentle pull. Our Sun is part of this motion, circling steadily, without disturbance. The slow rotation of the galaxy, the entire Milky Way rotates. Not quickly, not dramatically. It turns with patience, completing a single rotation over hundreds of millions of years. This slow movement creates stability. Nothing is thrown outward. Nothing collapses inward. Everything simply continues. Our Sun's quiet journey, our Sun travels quietly within one of the spiral arms. It has been moving this way since long before Earth formed, and it will continue long after today feeds into memory. You are traveling with it right now, through space, through the galaxy, through time, without ever needing to feel the motion. Let that thought settle gently. You are part of a vast structure that is calm, ordered, and enduring. And as the Milky Way continues its slow, graceful rotation, you are carried along safely, silently, and at ease. Let everything slow just a little more now, as if the universe itself is lowering its voice. There is no fear here, no danger, only quiet depth and a gentle sense of mystery that does not ask to be solved. At the very center of the Milky Way, far beyond our spiral arm, far beyond anything we can see with our eyes, there is something called Sagittarius asterisk. It is not a star. It is not a planet. It is a supermassive black hole, resting calmly at the heart of our galaxy. Despite the name, a black hole is not a hole at all. It is a region of space where matter has become so concentrated, so dense, that gravity grows especially strong. There is nothing sharp about it, nothing dramatic in its presence. It simply exists. Sagittarius asterisk has been there for billions of years. It formed alongside the Milky Way itself, settling into the center as the galaxy slowly took shape around it. One of the most common misunderstandings about black holes is the idea that they pull everything in, that they endlessly consume whatever comes near. But this is not how they behave. Sagittarius asterisk does not roam. It does not chase. It does not reach outward. It affects only what comes very close to it, just as the sun affects nearby planets, and not distant stars. If the sun were suddenly replaced by a black hole of the same mass, Earth would continue orbiting almost exactly as it does now. Gravity depends on mass, not appearance. This quiet fact removes much of the fear. The mass of Sagittarius asterisk is about 4,000,000 times the mass of our Sun. This sounds immense, and it is, yet compared to the total mass of the Milky Way, it is surprisingly small. The galaxy is not falling inward. The stars are not spiraling toward destruction. Instead, the black hole sits calmly, like a deep center of balance, while the galaxy turns round it. Scientists discovered Sagittarius asterisk not by seeing it directly, but by watching motion. They observed stars near the galactic center moving in tight, fast orbits round an invisible point. These stars traced graceful paths, revealing the presence of something massive yet unseen. By patiently observing these stellar dances over many years, scientists could calculate the mass and location of the hidden center. The black hole announced itself not with violence, but with order. Near Sagittarius asterisk, stars move more quickly than elsewhere in the galaxy. Their orbits are still smooth, still predictable, but tighter and faster because of the stronger gravity nearby. This motion creates a sense of energy without chaos. Everything remains balanced. Nothing collides. Nothing is lost. Close to a black hole, time itself behaves differently. This does not mean time stops. It means it flows more slowly near strong gravity. Clocks closer to Sagittarius asterisk would tick just a little slower than clocks farther away. This is not something to fear. It is simply another quiet rule of the universe, time responding gently to gravity's presence. Despite its depth, Sagittarius asterisk is stable. It is not growing rapidly. It is not consuming the galaxy. Most of the time, it is calm and inactive, almost still. In fact, many galaxies have similar black holes at their centers. They appear to help galaxies remain structured, acting as cosmic anchors, deep centers round which everything else finds its rhythm. There is something deeply reassuring about this. At the heart of all this motion, the turning arms, the drifting stars, the slow orbit of our sun, there is stillness, a quiet center, a place of balance, not chaos, but calm. And far from that center, in one gentle spiral, you rest safely. The black hole does not watch. It does not act. It simply exists, holding the galaxy's heart steady and silent as the Milky Way continues its long, peaceful journey through space. Let that stillness settle into you now. The idea that even in a vast, moving universe, there is a calm center, and you are free to rest. Let your awareness gently return inward now, not away from the galaxy, but closer to home within it. After traveling across spiral arms, through clouds of stars, and past the quiet center of the Milky Way, we arrive at a familiar place, the small, steady region where our story unfolds. Where our solar system sits, our solar system lives in one of the Milky Way's spiral arms, far from the bright, crowded center. This arm is called the Orion Arm, sometimes known as the Orion Spur. It is not a main highway of the galaxy, but a gentle side road, less crowded, less intense, more peaceful. Here, stars are spaced farther apart. Light is softer. Movement is slower. It is a quiet neighborhood within a very large city. Distance from the galactic center, we are located about 26,000 light-years from the galaxy's center. This distance matters. Closer to the center, stars are packed tightly together, and energetic events are more common. Farther out, the galaxy becomes calmer. This middle distance places us in a region of balance. Not isolated, but not overwhelmed. One full orbit, a cosmic year, our sun is not standing still. It is gently orbiting the galactic center, just like billions of other stars. One complete journey around the Milky Way takes about 225 million years. This immense span of time is sometimes called a cosmic year. Since Earth formed, the Sun has completed only a handful of these orbits. The galaxy moves slowly enough to feel almost timeless. The Sun, as an average star, our Sun, is wonderfully ordinary. It is not unusually large, not unusually bright, not unusually rare. It shines steadily, providing consistent warmth without violent bursts or sudden changes. This quiet reliability is part of what makes life here possible. Sometimes, being average is a kind of perfection. Earth's quiet neighborhood, the stars near us are widely spaced. Even the nearest star system is so far away that its light takes years to reach us. This spacing means our nights are calm, our skies stable, our solar system undisturbed. There are no nearby stellar giants looming over us. No constant gravitational disturbances. Just quiet distances and gentle light. How rarely stars pass close encounters between stars are extremely rare. Most stars remain far apart, passing one another like ships in a vast, dark ocean, never colliding, never interfering. Our sun's path is clear and predictable. It travels its orbit without surprise visitors. Stability of our orbit, our solar system follows a smooth, stable orbit around the galaxy. This stability has lasted for billions of years. It allows planets to remain in place, climates to develop, and life to unfold slowly. Nothing pulls us violently inward. Nothing flings us outward. Balance is maintained. Why this region is calm, this part of the Milky Way is calm by cosmic standards. There are fewer supernovae nearby, less radiation, less chaos. The galaxy here is old and settled, no longer reshaping itself rapidly. It is a place where time moves slowly and change arrives gently. Galactic safety zone scientists sometimes describe regions like us as galactic habitable zones. These are areas where conditions are right for long-term stability, enough heavy elements to form planets, but far enough from danger to allow life to persist. Our location is not accidental. It is the result of billions of years of quiet balance, feeling protected within vastness. And so, within this enormous galaxy, we find ourselves in a place that feels safe. Surrounded by vastness, yet protected by distance. Small, yet stable. As you rest now, imagine the Milky Way is a great, slow-moving ocean, and your solar system is a quiet current within it. You are not lost in the universe. You are held by it. Protected not by walls, but by balance, by distance, by time. And here, in this calm corner of the galaxy, you are free to rest without fear. You are home. Let your thoughts loosen now. as if they are becoming lighter, less defined, free to drift. There is no need to hold images clearly, only soft impressions, colors, slow movement, like a dream forming on its own. Nebulae as star nurseries scattered throughout the Milky Way are vast, delicate clouds called nebulae. They are made of gas and dust, spread so thin that they would feel like nothing at all if you passed through them. And yet, these quiet clouds are where stars are born. Over immense spans of time, gravity gently gathers material within the nebula. The cloud slowly thickens in places, becoming warmer, denser, until new stars begin to glow from within. Nebulae are not dramatic. They are patient. They cradle the beginnings of light without sound, without urgency. The different types of nebulae, not all nebulae are the same. Some are glowing and bright. Others are dark and hidden. Some reflect light gently, while others create it. Each type tells a different part of the same quiet story, matter slowly organizing itself into something new. Interstellar dust floating between the stars is interstellar dust. These tiny particles are made of carbon, ice, and minerals, remnants of ancient stars that lived and ended long ago. Though each grain is small, together they shape the galaxy. They soften light. They block it. They scatter it into subtle shades and shadows. How dust helps create stars. Dust is not debris. It is potential. Within nebulae, dust helps gas cool and clump together. It provides the first quiet structure around which stars can begin to form. Without dust, there would be no planets, no solid worlds, no familiar ground. Even your body contains atoms that once drifted as dust in clouds like these. Reflection nebulae. Some nebulae do not shine on their own. They glow softly, by reflecting the light of nearby stars, often appearing pale blue, like moonlight caught in mist. These are called reflection nebulae. Their light is gentle, borrowed, never overwhelming. They exist simply to scatter brightness into the surrounding dark. Emission nebulae. Other nebulae glow from within. Energetic stars nearby excite the gas inside the cloud, causing it to emit light of its own. These emission nebulae often appear pink or red, their colors shaped by hydrogen, the most abundant element in the universe. Their glow is steady and calm, not flickering, not flashing, just quietly present. Dark nebulae. Some nebulae appear as shadows. They do not glow. They do not reflect. They simply block the light behind them, creating soft silhouettes against the starful sky. These dark nebulae are dense with dust, protecting the regions within where future stars may one day form. Darkness here is not emptiness. It is rest. It is waiting. Colors in space. The colors of nebulae are not decorations. They come from physics, from atoms responding to energy, from light interacting with dust. Yet when seen together, they feel almost unreal. Deep reds, cool blues, gentle purples and greens. Even so, space itself remains silent, still, and untouched by sound. The smell and silence of space. Space has no air, and therefore no smell, no wind, no echo. If you could be there, you would experience complete silence, a silence deeper than anything on earth. Only light moves. Only time passes. Clouds drifting for millions of years. These cosmic clouds do not hurry. They drift slowly through the galaxy, changing shape over millions of years. What looks like motion is often just time itself unfolding. Nebulae can exist longer than entire civilizations, quietly reshaping the future one atom at a time. As you rest now, imagine yourself floating gently through such a cloud, surrounded by soft color, warm darkness, and infinite patience. Nothing is required of you. Nothing is expected. Just drift, as the cosmic clouds do, slowly, peacefully, towards sleep. Now, let your mind sink even deeper, as if drifting in a soft, endless current. Every thought can stretch, every breath can lengthen, as we follow the slow heartbeat of the galaxy itself. There is nothing urgent here. Only gentle motion, only rhythm, only calm. Galactic rotation speed, the Milky Way, is not still. It turns, very slowly, round its center. Near the core, stars orbit faster. Farther out, they move more slowly. Yet the motion is smooth, like water flowing in a vast, invisible river. Even at its fastest, the galaxy moves with patience. Billions of stars glide along their paths without rushing, without chaos. Notice how this rhythm is steady, predictable and calming. Spiral arm movement, the spiral arms are not frozen. They drift, gently winding through space. Stars move through them, like leaves floating on a slow stream. The arms themselves are patterns, a soft dance of light and shadow, turning ever so slowly, year after year, century after century. You are moving with them, even if you cannot feel it. Their motion is subtle, hypnotic, like a rocking cradle of stars. Stellar migration, some stars wander gradually from one part of the galaxy to another. They drift over millions of years, changing neighbors, changing positions, yet never rushing, never colliding. Even wandering is part of the rhythm. Even change is gentle. Galactic tides, gravity pulls and nudges across the galaxy. These galactic tides stretch and shape the orbits of stars without violence. They guide movement like a soft hand, keeping everything flowing in harmony. Nothing is abrupt. Everything is slow. Everything is patient. Time scales beyond humans' time in the Milky Way is vast. Millions of years pass like moments in a dream. Stars live and die, clouds drift and fold, and spiral arms rotate on scales far beyond human reckoning. Imagine time stretching like a calm, endless ocean and yourself floating gently on it. Slow collisions of stars. Even when stars move closer, collisions are rare. When they do meet, the process is so slow and distances so vast that nothing feels sudden. Stars are like drifting lanterns, passing near each other without disturbance, without hurry. Orbits lasting millions of years, each star follows a path round the galactic center that can last millions, even hundreds of millions of years. These orbits are circular or slightly oval. They are precise, predictable, and entirely calm. The Milky Way is a choreography of patience, every star moving in its own rhythm, yet together forming a slow, cosmic pattern. Cosmic repetition, the galaxy repeats itself over and over, in rhythms so long we barely notice. Stars orbit, spiral arms rotate, nebulae form and fade. Light travels, time unfolds. The repetition is not boring. It is soothing. It is lullaby-like. It reassures the mind that everything is as it should be. Stability through motion. Paradoxically, the galaxy's stability comes from motion. Everything moves, everything flows, everything changes, yet nothing collapses. Nothing is lost. The steady dance of billions of stars maintains balance, creates order, and carries the galaxy forward through time and space. Everything moving, peacefully, and so, you rest within a galaxy in motion. Every star around you is moving. Every cloud of gas is drifting. Every spiral arm is turning. And yet, despite all motion, there is calm. Despite all change, there is balance. Let yourself feel this rhythm. The galaxy's motion can lull you. Its slow, eternal pulse matching your own gentle breathing. You are moving with it, peacefully, safely, without effort, without worry, drifting slowly into sleep. Now, allow your mind to drift outward, beyond our familiar Milky Way, into the gentle, distant reaches of the universe. Imagine everything receding slightly, softening, becoming part of a larger, quiet space. There is no urgency here, no need to understand everything, only observation and calm awareness. The Andromeda Galaxy not far, in cosmic terms, lies the Andromeda Galaxy. It is a massive spiral galaxy, much like our own, yet distant, over 2 million light-years away. We cannot see it clearly with the naked eye, but its soft glow drifts through the universe, like a companion waving from afar. Andromeda moves slowly toward us, but over millions of years. Its approach is calm, like a distant boat floating along a gentle tide. The local group, the Milky Way, is not alone. We are part of a collection of galaxies called the local group. Within this family, about 50 galaxies drift together, each following its own path, yet all bound by the quiet pull of shared gravity. Some are large and luminous, like the Milky Way and Andromeda. Others are small and faint, like dwarf galaxies, gently orbiting the larger members. Galactic neighbors, these neighbors move silently, some close enough to influence one another, some so far apart that time itself seems to stretch. Their motion is calm. Their interactions are slow. Collisions, if they occur, unfold over billions of years. Even when galaxies interact, there is no chaos. There is only the quiet reshaping of matter, the gentle dance of cosmic islands. Future collision gently framed eventually. In about 4 billion years, the Milky Way and Andromeda will meet in a slow, graceful encounter. This is not a violent event in the human sense. Stars do not crash into each other. Instead, their orbits will shift, forming new patterns of light and shadow over immense time. The collision is slow, like merging rivers, never urgent, always smooth. Galactic cannibalism: sometimes larger galaxies absorb smaller ones. This process, called galactic cannibalism, is not frightening. It is merely matter rearranging itself in a calm, measured way. Stars from smaller galaxies gently join the larger system, becoming part of a new pattern, another layer in a long story that spans billions of years. Dwarf galaxies are small, almost like quiet satellites. They drift around larger galaxies, sometimes merging, sometimes passing by unnoticed. Their movement is slow. Their presence is gentle. They remind us that not all parts of the universe need to be bright or prominent to have significance. Shared gravity: all galaxies in the local group are bound together by the invisible thread of gravity. This shared pull is patient, steady, and calm. It holds the family together without force or noise, like a soft hand guiding drifting boats on a vast, dark ocean. Cosmic families, galaxies often exist in clusters, in families, in associations. They move together in slow, elegant patterns, like dancers moving in unison across a stage so vast that the floor cannot be seen. Each galaxy is separate, yet connected. Each one drifts at its own pace, yet all share a quiet rhythm. Galaxies as islands: each galaxy is an island of light in the vast darkness of space. Some are bright, some faint. Some spin gracefully, some are irregular. Yet all exist peacefully, separated by immense distances, floating in silent harmony. You can imagine yourself moving slowly among them, floating between islands of starlight, aware of the vastness, aware of the calm, aware of your own gentle stillness. The universe is a quiet ocean beyond our galaxy, beyond Andromeda, beyond the local group. The universe stretches endlessly. It is a quiet ocean of stars and galaxies, moving, turning, drifting, yet overwhelmingly still. No noise, no urgency, only gentle motion, only calm rhythm, only the sense that you, floating in your solar system, are part of something immense, peaceful and eternal. Let yourself drift with it, floating through the ocean of galaxies, slowly, softly, peacefully. Now, let your thoughts drift even farther, beyond what is visible, beyond the glowing stars, into the unseen realms of the Milky Way. There is something here that cannot be seen with the eyes, felt by touch or heard with sound. Yet it is everywhere, quietly shaping the galaxy. Most of the Milky Way's mass is unseen. The stars, nebulae, and planets are only a fraction of what the galaxy contains. Most of the Milky Way's mass is invisible. It does not shine. It does not block light. It does not make noise. Yet its presence is undeniable. It provides a gentle, unseen structure, a calm framework that keeps the galaxy balanced. Role of dark matter in holding the galaxy together. This invisible material is called dark matter. It surrounds the galaxy like a soft, protective cocoon, holding stars in their orbits without effort, without hurry. Without it, the Milky Way would not maintain its shape. Stars would drift apart, and the spiral arms would slowly unravel. Dark matter is silent, invisible, and utterly essential. Invisible gravitational forces shaping star orbits. Every star's orbit is guided by gravity we cannot see. Dark matter's pull is gentle, but pervasive. It nudges stars along their paths, ensuring they follow smooth, stable motions through billions of years. Even though we cannot observe it directly, its effects are everywhere. Clues from galactic rotation curves. Astronomers discovered dark matter by observing something subtle: how stars move at different distances from the center. The outer stars move faster than expected if only visible matter were present. This gentle anomaly led to the realization that there is more than meets the eye, an unseen companion holding everything together. Theories about dark matter particles. Scientists have many ideas about what dark matter might be. It could be tiny, invisible particles, never interacting with light. It could be something entirely unknown, existing quietly, patiently, like a soft wind shaping a galaxy's motion without ever being felt. The truth remains elusive. The search continues. Effect on galaxy evolution. Dark matter shapes the galaxy over billions of years. It influences how spiral arms form, how stars migrate, and how matter gathers into clusters. Everything unfolds slowly, guided by invisible hands that have been moving for eons. Evidence from lensing and star movement. Even without seeing it, we know dark matter is present. It bends light from distant objects, like a subtle magnifying glass. It gently shifts star movements in ways we can measure. Every clue reassures us that the galaxy is more structured than its visible beauty alone reveals. Interaction with normal matter, though invisible. Dark matter interacts gravitationally with stars, planets, and gas clouds. It does not collide. It does not glow. It does not slow down. It simply shapes motion, providing a calm backbone for everything else to drift along. The Milky Way is a laboratory for dark matter. The Milky Way is a perfect place to study these invisible forces. Its stable spiral arms, its steady rotation, and its quiet neighborhoods allow scientists to observe the gentle effects of dark matter over billions of years. Even from afar, we can feel its subtle presence, like a soft current beneath the waves. Future missions to detect dark matter. Many missions are planned. designed to finally uncover the nature of dark matter. They will watch patiently, measure carefully, and wait for tiny signals that reveal what has been hidden for billions of years. In the meantime, we rest beneath the stars, cradled by light and held by invisible, gentle forces that keep our galaxy calm, ordered and serene. Now, let yourself drift deeper, back in time, billions of years, to when the Milky Way itself was just beginning to exist. There is no rush, no urgency, only gentle unfolding, like a story told in slow motion, the story of our cosmic home. Age of the Milky Way approximately 13.6 billion years. The Milky Way is ancient, about 13.6 billion years old. Long before Earth, long before the Sun, this galaxy slowly came together from clouds of gas and dust. Imagine a time so vast that our human lifetimes are mere whispers. The galaxy has existed almost since the universe began, quietly growing and evolving. Early formation from smaller proto-galaxies in its earliest days, the Milky Way was not a spiral. It formed from smaller proto-galaxies that gradually merged together. Each tiny fragment added mass, added light, added gentle motion. Over time, these small pieces coalesced into a larger, calm system. The universe was quiet. Nothing hurried. Everything slowly drifted into place. Major mergers shaping its structure occasionally. Larger mergers occurred. Galaxies collided slowly, over millions of years. Stars rarely touched, but their orbits shifted, and the Milky Way grew in size and shape. Each merger left a subtle mark, a memory preserved in star pots and the motion of clusters. Formation of the central bulge, bright and dense, formed early in these processes. It contains old stars, the oldest in the galaxy, quietly glowing, like the heart of a gentle flame that has burned for billions of years. This bulge anchors the galaxy, providing balance and a central point round which the spiral arms slowly twist. How spiral arms emerged? Spiral arms appeared over time as patterns within the disk of stars. They are not rigid, but graceful waves of motion through the galaxy's disk. Stars move in and out of the arms, nebulae drift along them, and new stars are born within these soft patterns. The arms are like gentle brushstrokes across a cosmic canvas, emerging naturally from motion and gravity. Chemical evolution over billions of years. The Milky Way's composition changed gradually. Stars formed, lived, and died, releasing heavier elements into space. Gas clouds became enriched with the ingredients for planets, for life, for a complexity. This chemical evolution is slow and steady, billions of years shaping everything without urgency or hurry. Role of supernovae in seeding elements. When massive stars ended their lives in quiet yet powerful supernovae, they scattered elements across the galaxy. Iron, carbon, oxygen, nitrogen, all gently spread through space, seeding new generations of stars and planets. Even explosive events in the galaxy are orderly, slowly contributing to the calm, ongoing story of creation. Ancient star clusters as historical records. Globular clusters, tightly bound groups of ancient stars, act as time capsules. They preserve information about the galaxy's early days, its formation, its gentle mergers. By observing them, we are reading the galaxy's diary, written in light and motion, spanning billions of years. Accretion of dwarf galaxies. The Milky Way continued to grow by absorbing smaller dwarf galaxies. These accretions were slow, quiet, and patient. Stars were added to the halo, new patterns formed, and the galaxy's structure became more complex without rushing. Evidence from stellar populations. By studying the stars around us, scientists can see the history of the galaxy. Old stars tell us about the first phases. Younger stars reveal more recent events. And every star's orbit holds clues about ancient mergers and migrations. The Milky Way is like a living archive, gently preserving its past while continuing to rotate, to drift, to exist slowly, endlessly, peacefully. Now, let your mind drift along the soft, sweeping curves of the galaxy, following its spiral arms as if you're gliding along gentle, endless waves of starlight. Every motion is unhurried, every thought soft, every breath aligned with the vast, eternal rhythm of the Milky Way. Names of major spiral arms: the Milky Way has seven main spiral arms, each stretching like quiet rivers of stars across the dark cosmic ocean. There is the Perseus arm, bright and far away, its glow reaching softly across light years of space. The Sagittarius arm, closer to our sun, shimmers gently, its stars casting a soft glow, a comforting presence in the vast night. The Norma arm, quietly stretching into the distance, holds clusters of stars that have been drifting for millions of years, patiently, gracefully. Between these major arms lie smaller spurs and branches, each subtly guiding stars along paths shaped by gentle gravity. These arms are not solid lines, not rigid structures, but soft concentrations of stars, gas, and dust, creating flowing, endless patterns across the galaxy. Density waves theory: the spiral arms are shaped by something called density waves. Imagine a slow ripple moving across a compound. Stars, gas, and dust drift through these waves, slightly slowing, slightly clustering, then drifting onward, like leaves carried in a silent, steady current. The arms themselves are not made of fixed stars. They are moving patterns, gentle crests in the vast galactic ocean, shaping the Milky Way's calm and graceful rhythm. How arms affect star formation: as clouds of gas drift into the arms, they are compressed softly and slowly. This gentle compression triggers the birth of new stars, quietly, slowly, like embers glowing within a soft, dark cloud. Spiral arms are therefore cosmic nurseries, cradling light for billions of years, never rushing, never alarming, only holding and nurturing new beginnings. Differences between inner and outer arms: the inner arms, closer to the galactic center, are denser and brighter, home to older stars whose light has traveled for millions of years. The outer arms, farther from the center, are thinner, quieter, home to younger stars, still softly glowing, still slowly learning to shine. The variation between inner and outer arms is subtle, like the soft change from twilight to deep night, allowing the galaxy to maintain calm balance and a quiet, flowing beauty. Gas clouds in arms and star nurseries. Within the spiral arms drift enormous molecular clouds, cool, dark, and immense, stretching across light years of space. Hydrogen gas slowly gathers here, collapsing over millions of years, eventually giving birth to new stars. Each cloud is a nursery, each star a soft promise, a flicker of light destined to drift through space for billions of years. The process is infinitely patient, timeless, a quiet rhythm of creation. Life cycle of stars: in spiral armed stars are born, shine steadily, and eventually fade. Some end their lives gently in supernovae, scattering heavier elements into the arms, seeding the next generation of stars. Others dim gradually, leaving soft remnants to drift slowly into the surrounding space. The spiral arms are both cradle and archive, holding stories of birth, life, and quiet rest, like a library of light stretching across the galaxy. How the sun moves relative to the arms: our sun does not remain within a single arm. It drifts slowly, moving in and out of the Orion spur, crossing regions of higher and lower star density over millions of years. Its motion is smooth, like a leaf carried along a calm, invisible stream, never rushed, never forced. Stellar density variations within the arms. Stars are gently closer together, while between the arms, space opens into calm expanses, quieter, softer, more serene. These variations create subtle, flowing patterns that define the spiral shape of the Milky Way. Nothing collides suddenly. Nothing changes abruptly. Everything moves slowly, rhythmically, gracefully. Observational techniques of spiral arms. Astronomers uncover these patterns by mapping stars, gas, and dust. Radio waves reveal the drifting clouds. Infrared light pierces through veils of dust. Each observation uncovers the gentle structure of the arms without ever disturbing them. Even our study of the galaxy mirrors the galaxy's own calm pace, quiet, patient, measured. Effect on planetary systems. The spiral arms also shape the environment around stars. The density of stars, nearby clouds, and occasional supernovae affects how planetary systems form and evolve, including our own solar system. Yet all these influences are subtle, calm, allowing worlds to form, allowing life to develop slowly, protected by the galaxy's measured rhythm. Drift now with the arms, gliding along their gentle curves, moving with their slow, eternal motion. Feel yourself as part of this vast, flowing system, surrounded by stars, drifting clouds, and quiet, unreal light. There is no hurry. There is no noise. Only the soft, endless rhythm of the Milky Way and your own breathing, aligned perfectly with the calm spiral of the galaxy. Now, allow your thoughts to drift ever inward, toward the heart of our galaxy. A place both distant and near, silent yet profoundly alive. There is no need to hurry, no need to fully understand. Simply observe and feel the calm rhythm of the Milky Way's center. Sagittarius Asterisk is a supermassive black hole. At the very heart of the Milky Way lies Sagittarius Asterisk, a supermassive black hole, immense yet silent, anchoring the galaxy with gentle gravity. It does not roar or pull violently. It is stillness at the center of motion, holding billions of stars in their slow, rhythmic dance. Imagine its quiet power, an invisible presence guiding the galaxy, like the calm heartbeat of a vast, cosmic organism. Extreme gravity effects on stars. Nearby stars that wander close to the center feel the pull of extreme gravity. Their orbits stretch and bend, some tracing elongated paths over millions of years. Yet, even under such immense force, nothing is chaotic. Everything moves predictably, gracefully, as if guided by a patient, unseen hand. Star clusters close to the center near the galactic core. Tightly packed star clusters drift in slow harmony. Thousands of stars, ancient and young alike, share this central neighborhood, glowing softly together, a gentle congregation circling the invisible anchor of Sagittarius Asterisk. X-ray and radio emissions from the center. The galactic center emits subtle X-rays and radio waves, signals of activity invisible to our eyes, flowing softly across space. These whispers of light tell stories of past flares and bursts, of matter dancing slowly into the black hole, without haste, without drama, just quiet cosmic motion. Unusual stellar orbits. Some stars near the core follow paths that seem unusual from afar. They swing in elongated loops, pausing briefly near Sagittarius Asterisk, then drifting outward again, moving in a rhythm set by the black hole's patient gravity. The orbits are mesmerizing, like dancers moving slowly in a circle, each step deliberate, each motion calm and purposeful. Evidence of past activity or flares. The center shows signs of ancient activity. Flares of energy erupted millions of years ago, yet their remnants drift quietly now, echoing softly through space. The galaxy remembers these events, not with urgency, but as a calm record of cycles and change. How the center affects overall galaxy dynamics. Sagittarius Asterisk is the silent choreographer of the Milky Way's motion. Its gravity gently stabilizes the spiral arms, guides the movement of stars, and influences the paths of gas and dust. Everything flows on it slowly, like water circling a still center stone, without rush, without disturbance. Discovery history of Sagittarius ***. Astronomers first suspected something unusual at the center of the galaxy decades ago. Through patient observation of star motion, radio waves, and X-ray emissions, they uncovered the quiet presence of the supermassive black hole. The discovery reminds us, the universe reveals itself gently, only to those who observe patiently, without haste. Central molecular zone surrounding the black hole is the central molecular zone. Dense clouds of gas and dust slowly rotating, a calm reservoir for new stars to form over millions of years. It is a region of quiet creation, where matter drifts and condenses, softly shaping the future of the galactic center. Future observations and mission scientists plan to observe Sagittarius ** even more closely, with telescopes designed to peer through dust, to track star pods, and perhaps glimpse the slow, hidden motions of matter near the black hole. These missions are patient, spanning years, decades, even centuries, following the slow, eternal heartbeat of the galaxy, with planets scattered like glowing beads across the dark. Number of confirmed exoplanets. Astronomers have discovered thousands of exoplanets, planets beyond our solar system. Each one drifts slowly around its star, following gentle and reed orbits, some taking years, others centuries, to complete their quiet journeys. There are so many, and yet the galaxy feels calm, each planet a tiny, patient traveler in the Milky Way's immense expanse. Variety. Gas giants, rocky planets, super-Earths, exoplanets come in many forms. Gas giants, enormous and swirling, their clouds moving slowly in endless patterns. Rocky worlds, smaller and steady, solid under faint starlight, some with quiet, icy surfaces. Super-Earths, larger than our planet, with possibilities still unknown, orbiting patiently in the quiet dark. The galaxy nurtures all of them, without hurry, without favoritism, allowing each to exist in calm balance. Habitable zone concepts. Some exoplanets drift within the habitable zone, a gentle region around their stars where temperatures are just right for liquid water to exist. It is a quiet, slow dance of distance and warmth, allowing life to take hold if conditions align perfectly. The galaxy offers these zones like safe harbors, calm regions where planets may quietly flourish. How exoplanets are discovered. Even though exoplanets are invisible to the naked eye, we can sense their presence in subtle ways. When a planet passes in front of its star, it slightly dims the star's light. When a planet tugs gently on its star, the star wobbles ever so slightly. Through patience and careful observation, we can detect these quiet movements, revealing worlds that otherwise remain unseen. Role of Kepler and TESS missions. Telescopes like Kepler and TESS have patiently scanned the sky, measuring tiny changes in starlight and uncovering thousands of exoplanets. These missions are like quiet, watchful eyes, tracking slow, predictable patterns across billions of stars. Planetary distribution. In the galaxy, exoplanets are spread throughout the Milky Way. Some cluster near dense spiral arms, bathed in gentle starlight, while others drift in quieter regions, more isolated, serene and calm. The galaxy is full of worlds, each moving in peaceful order, like a cosmic dance of light and matter. Rogue planets wandering without stars. Some planets wander alone, rogue planets, without a star to guide them. They drift slowly through the galaxy, carried by gravity, silent travelers in the cosmic ocean. Even in their solitude, they move harmoniously with the galaxy, never hurried, never lost, simply floating through time and space. How many may host life among all these planets? Some may host life, Some may have quiet oceans, slowly circulating under faint sunlight, while others may be more alien, harboring possibilities we can only imagine. The galaxy offers countless opportunities for life to exist quietly, and for us to ponder the gentle mystery of these distant worlds. Exoplanet atmospheres and chemistry. Exoplanets carry atmospheres, some thin and wispy, others thick and swirling with clouds. Chemical compounds drift slowly within these layers, creating subtle cycles, slow weather patterns, and quiet interactions with starlight. Each planet is a delicate, self-contained system, moving in harmony with its star, its orbit, and the galaxy itself. Predictions for future discoveries. As telescopes grow more powerful, we will discover even more planets, perhaps hundreds of thousands. Some will be calm, quiet worlds, others dramatic in size or color, but all will drift patiently through the Milky Way's vast expanse, each following its own slow, eternal path. Drift now among these distant worlds. Imagine gentle orbits, silent wanderers, clouds softly swirling, light reflecting slowly. Feel the galaxy as a quiet ocean, each planet a gentle wave, each star a guiding light, and yourself floating peacefully within this vast, timeless calm. Now, let your mind drift gently among groups of stars, where light gathers in soft pockets across the galaxy, places that hold stories of birth, growth, and quiet age. Breathe slowly, and imagine yourself floating among these stellar families, surrounded by calm, shimmering glow. Open clusters versus globular clusters. Stars are not always alone. Some form in open clusters, loose, young groups of a few dozen to a few thousand stars, sharing gentle orbits, drifting together through the galaxy. Others gather in globular clusters, spherical and dense, ancient collections of hundreds of thousands of stars, quietly bound by gravity for billions of years. Open clusters feel like playful gatherings of friends, while globular clusters are timeless libraries of light. Famous clusters like Pleiades. Some clusters are familiar even to our eyes on Earth. The Pleiades, also called the Seven Sisters, sparkle softly in the night sky, tiny jewels suspended in the dark. Their gentle glow reminds us that clusters can be close enough to observe, yet vast enough to house thousands of stars, each following its own quiet path. Role in understanding stellar evolution. Star clusters are windows into time. By observing them, astronomers see how stars form, age, and fade. You can imagine millions of years unfolding, each star moving along its life cycle, teaching us the slow, patient rhythm of the cosmos. Birthplaces of massive stars. Clusters are the cradles of massive stars, those bright giants that burn hot and fast. These stars form deep within clouds of gas and dust, gently gathering matter over millions of years before igniting in brilliant light that will slowly fade after a few million years. Their birth is quiet, their life luminous yet measured, their presence shaping the cluster around them. Supernova remnants in clusters. Some stars eventually end in supernovae, exploding gently, in cosmic terms, scattering heavier elements across the cluster. These remnants drift slowly through space, seeding the next generation of stars, like whispers of creation carried on a soft wind. Each differences among clusters. Not all clusters are the same age. Open clusters are often young, still glowing with recently born stars. Globular clusters are ancient, their stars faint yet steady, reminding us of the galaxy's deep, patient history. Together, they form a quiet timeline, a record of billions of years of stellar evolution. Cluster movement and orbit. Clusters do not remain still. They drift through the galaxy, orbiting the center, following gentle paths shaped by gravity, sometimes crossing spiral arms, sometimes moving through calmer regions. Their motion is rhythmic and predictable, like a soft dance unfolding over eons. Metallicity and star composition. Stars in clusters carry the chemical story of their birth. Some are rich in heavier elements, others mostly hydrogen and helium. These subtle differences influence the colors, sizes, and lifespans of stars and quietly reveal the history of matter in the Milky Way. Cluster lifespan and dispersal over time. Clusters slowly disperse. Open clusters may drift apart after hundreds of millions of years, their stars gently merging into the galaxy's wider population. Globular clusters endure much longer, stable, calm, and anchored in the galactic halo. Even dispersal is slow, a natural, unhurried process, like leaves carried gradually down a wide, gentle river. Observational techniques. Astronomers study clusters through careful, patient observation. Visible light reveals brighter stars, infrared penetrates dusty nurseries, and radio waves uncover hidden clouds. Each technique uncovers a little more of the quiet structure, allowing us to map these stellar families without disturbing their gentle rhythm. Drift now among these clusters. Imagine stars grouped in calm, glowing clouds, nebulae softly illuminating new births, ancient stars whispering secrets of the galaxy's history. Feel the patience, the rhythm, the gentle flow, the universe moving at its own unhurried pace, and yourself floating, peaceful, calm, and cradled within this vast cosmic nursery. Now, let your mind drift even deeper into the soft, almost invisible fabric of the galaxy. Here, between the stars, floats the interstellar medium, a calm, delicate mixture of gas and dust that quietly shapes the life of the Milky Way. Breathe slowly and imagine yourself floating among these unseen currents. Surrounded by gentle clouds of cosmic matter, interstellar medium composition. The space between stars is not empty. It is filled with gas, mostly hydrogen and helium, and tiny grains of dust. Microscopic particles that drift silently, coating the galaxy with a soft, almost imperceptible texture. Though subtle, this medium is essential, the quiet framework upon which stars and planets slowly form. Dust lanes in spiral arms. Dust gathers along the spiral arms, creating dark lanes that weave through bright clusters of stars. These dust lanes are calm, shadowy rivers, softly hiding newborn stars, and shaping the spiral patterns that flow gracefully through the galaxy. Role in star and planet formation. Gas and dust are the seeds of creation. Over millions of years, regions of higher density collapse gently, forming stars that will shine for billions of years, and around them, disks of dust may slowly coalesce into planets. Everything is measured, patient, as if the universe itself breathes in long, gentle cycles. Molecular clouds as nurseries within the dust and gas-like molecular clouds, cold, dense, and massive. These are the nurseries of the galaxy, where hydrogen and other elements gather, softly igniting the birth of new stars. Drift through one of these clouds in your imagination. Feel the quiet stillness and the gentle promise of light waiting to emerge. Cosmic rays interacting with dust. Even here, invisible cosmic rays wander, slightly interacting with dust grains, softly altering chemical compositions over millions of years. These subtle processes are part of the galaxy's slow alchemy, transforming matter quietly, without hurry, without alarm. How dust affects light and observation. Dust absorbs and scatters light, softly dimming some stars, reddening their glow. From Earth, this creates delicate patterns, shadows and whispers of the unseen, revealing the galaxy's structure in soft hints rather than bold outlines. Dust teaches us patience. The universe does not reveal itself all at once. It allows us to discover it slowly, gently, over time. Cold gas reservoirs. The galaxy holds vast cold gas reservoirs stretching across spiral arms and the halo. This gas drifts silently, slowly feeding future generations of stars, like a calm ocean of potential, ready to birth new light when the time is right. Galactic fountains and recycling some gas rises from star-forming regions, pushed gently by winds from young stars or supernovae. It drifts outward, cools, and eventually rains back into the disk, recycling slowly, patiently, feeding the next cycle of star formation. The galaxy is in constant, quiet motion, a gentle rhythm of creation, destruction, and renewal. Dust-to-gas ratios. Dust is only a tiny fraction of the interstellar medium, yet it has a profound effect, shaping how stars form, how light travels, and how we observe the galaxy. Even small things, moving slowly, can guide the vast motions of billions of stars. Future observations, astronomers plan to study dust and gas more closely, with infrared and radio telescopes, peering through veils of matter, tracing the galaxy's soft, flowing currents, watching the slow dance of starbirth and the gentle recycling of cosmic material. Drift now with the dust. Feel the cold gas swirling round you, the molecular clouds drifting, the invisible particles guiding the birth of stars and planets. Everything moves in soft, measured cycles. Everything flows at the gentle pace of the galaxy, and you are floating within this cosmic ocean, safe, quiet, and at peace. Now, let your thoughts settle gently on the life of stars, their slow births, patient growth, and eventual fading. Each star is a calm story unfolding over millions or even billions of years. Breathe softly and drift along with these timeless rhythms, floating through the galaxy as it quietly nurtures, transforms, and renews. Birth of stars. From clouds, stars begin their lives in dark, cold clouds of gas and dust, called molecular clouds. Gravity slowly gathers matter together, compressing it gently over millions of years. The clouds whisper quietly, folding themselves into dense pockets, ready to ignite light for the first time. Imagine yourself floating in one of these clouds, feeling the patient stillness and the quiet potential waiting to glow. Protostars and the T-Tauri phase. As the cloud condenses, a protostar forms, a tender, growing spark of light in the dark. In its early T-Tauri phase, the star is unruly yet gentle, shedding small bursts of material, spinning softly, preparing for the long, steady life ahead. Even in its motion, it is calm, moving according to the patient laws of physics. Main sequence. Stars like the Sun, once stable, his star enters the main sequence, shining steadily, burning hydrogen quietly in its core. Stars like our Sun drift through this phase for billions of years, glowing softly and steadily, providing warmth and light to their planetary companions. Their energy is calm and reliable, a gentle heartbeat in the galaxy. Red giants and supergiants. After exhausting hydrogen, stars swell into red giants or even supergiants, their outer layers expanding slowly, glowing with softer, red light. The transformation is graceful, a reminder that change can be slow, beautiful, and serene. Planetary nebulae. Smaller stars shed their outer layers into planetary nebulae, creating delicate shells of glowing gas, softly illuminated by the remaining core. These nebulae drift quietly, floating for thousands of years, a gentle farewell from a star that has completed its long life. Supernova explosions. Massive stars may end in a supernova, a powerful explosion, yet still a part of the galaxy's patient rhythm. The energy spreads slowly over time, enriching surrounding space with heavier elements, seeding future stars, planets, and life. Even in such dramatic events, the galaxy's pace is unhurried, measured, and eternal. Neutron stars and pulsars. When the core of a massive star collapses, it may form a neutron star, dense, quiet, and spinning slowly or rapidly. Some emit rhythmic pulses of light, like a cosmic heartbeat, reassuring in its steady cadence that the universe moves in calm, repeating cycles. Black holes. From stellar collapse, the most massive stars leave behind black holes, silent, invisible anchors in space. Though they may seem fearsome, they move slowly and predictably, their gravity shaping orbits without chaos. They are stillness at the center of stellar motion, reminding us of the galaxy's quiet balance. How stars enrich the galaxy. Every stage of a star's life contributes to the Milky Way. Hydrogen and helium burn into heavier elements. Nebulae and supernovae spread these materials gently through space. Stars are patient alchemists, gradually creating the building blocks for planets, for life, for everything that exists around us. Lifetimes of different stars. Stars live for vastly different spans. Small stars can shine quietly for trillions of years, while massive stars burn bright and fade in a few million. All lives are slow in human terms, yet each is part of a greater calm rhythm, a galaxy that has been moving gracefully for billions of years. Drift now among these stars, watch them being born, shining and fading slowly, their energy softly lighting the vast darkness around them. Feel the patience of the galaxy, the gentle, endless cycles of creation and transformation, and let yourself sink into this calm, eternal flow. You are floating with the stars, held in their timeless, tranquil rhythm, and in that stillness, your mind and body relax completely. Now, allow your mind to drift outward once more, beyond the spiral arms, beyond the main disk of stars, into the Milky Way's extended cosmic neighborhood, where quiet companions move slowly in gravitational harmony. Breathe deeply and imagine these gentle motions across millions of light years, a slow dance unfolding in the calm vastness of space. Milky Way's satellite galaxies. Our galaxy is not alone. It is accompanied by satellite galaxies, smaller collections of stars that orbit gently round the Milky Way. The large Magellanic Cloud, glowing softly in the southern sky, and the small Magellanic Cloud, its quieter partner, drift slowly in our galactic neighborhood, their stars moving in measured, patient paths. These satellites are like calm companions walking alongside the galaxy's great spiral arms, never hurried, always present. Interaction with dwarf galaxies. Smaller dwarf galaxies also orbit the Milky Way. Over billions of years, some have been pulled gently into the main galaxy, their stars merging quietly with ours, like soft streams joining a calm river. These interactions are slow and elegant, never abrupt, part of the natural rhythm of cosmic evolution. Stellar streams from past mergers. The Milky Way carries traces of these past encounters. Stellar streams, long ribbons of stars, flow softly through the halo, reminders of dwarf galaxies once swallowed by the galaxy, their material now drifting in quiet harmony with the larger stellar population. Tidal effects on satellites. Gravity exerts its gentle tug on these companions. Tidal forces stretch and shape satellite galaxies, pulling stars along slow arcs, guiding them into orbits that can last billions of years. Even stretching and shaping occurs without chaos. Everything moves with calm inevitability. Galactic halo structure. The Milky Way is surrounded by a galactic halo, a diffuse, extended sphere of stars, gas, and dark matter. Within this halo, satellite galaxies drift, and stellar streams weave softly, painting the invisible contours of the galaxy in quiet, flowing lines. The halo is like a gentle cushion, holding the galaxy and its companions in a patient embrace. Gas inflow from satellites. Some satellites bring with them gas clouds, drifting slowly into the Milky Way's disk. This inflow nourishes future star formation, a calm, subtle transfer of matter, linking the satellites to the life of the main galaxy. Future mergers and accretion over cosmic time. More mergers will occur. Dwarf galaxies will slowly spiral inward, adding their stars and gas to the Milky Way. Nothing happens suddenly. The process takes millions or billions of years, a gentle accumulation that helps the galaxy grow quietly, methodically, peacefully. Dark matter distribution in halo. The halo is dominated by dark matter, an invisible, patient presence. It guides the motions of satellites and streams, holding the galaxy and its companions together, like a calm and seen hand shaping a slow, eternal dance. Star formation triggered by mergers when galaxies interact. The gentle compression of gas can spark star formation. New stars emerge slowly, illuminating the galaxy softly, as if the universe itself takes a deep breath, allowing creation to unfold at its own measured pace. Observational evidence of past collisions. Astronomers observe these events through stellar motions, streams, and chemical compositions. The evidence is subtle, whispered across the galaxy in patterns of light and matter, revealing the quiet history of countless slow encounters and peaceful mergers. Drift now among these cosmic neighborhoods, watching satellite galaxies glide along soft orbits, stellar streams flowing like calm rivers, and the halo holding everything in gentle embrace. Feel the slow, patient rhythm of galactic interaction, the quiet accumulation of stars and gas, and your own breathing, aligned with this calm, eternal cosmic dance. Now, let your thoughts drift far into the future, billions of years ahead, beyond the lives of any stars we see today, to the unfolding destiny of our galaxy itself. Breathe slowly and imagine the galaxy moving gracefully through the vastness of time, never rushed, always steady. Predicted collision with Andromeda far in the future, the Milky Way will slowly approach the Andromeda Galaxy. They are not rushing, their paths are gentle, moving at a pace that spans billions of years. Eventually, they will merge, not with violence, but with a slow, graceful blending of stars, gas, and dust, forming a new, larger galaxy. Timeline of galactic merging. This cosmic dance will take billions of years. At first, the galaxies will approach, their outer stars brushing softly past one another. Then, over eons, the spiral arms will intertwine, distorting, stretching, and reshaping themselves in a calm, almost hypnotic motion. Even the most energetic events unfold on time scales far beyond human perception, like watching a leaf drift along the river, but in slow motion that stretches for billions of years. Fate of the Sun and solar system. The Sun and our solar system may drift to a new position within the merged galaxy. We may move closer to new stars, or farther into a quieter region. The planets will continue their orbits, carrying life gently, if it still exists, through the slow, predictable motions of gravity. Even amidst cosmic change, the solar system's journey will remain measured and calm. How star formation will decline over time, the gas available for new stars will diminish. Star formation will slow, but the galaxy will not panic or hurry. Existing stars will continue to shine, their light fading gently as they age, illuminating the quiet galaxy in soft, steady glow. Black holes roll in galaxy evolution. Black holes, both the supermassive ones and the remnants of dead stars, will guide the motions of stars and gas. They are still anchors, silent, patient, helping the galaxy maintain its structure during its long evolution. Even immense forces act gently over billions of years, shaping the cosmos with calm inevitability. Expansion and redistribution of stars will drift into new orbits, some moving outward, others inward, redistributing themselves slowly throughout the merged galaxy. No sudden collisions, only measured, sweeping motions, like the gentle flow of water reshaping a shoreline over centuries. Effects on planetary systems. Planets, moons, and asteroids will continue their orbits, some drifting into new environments, others remaining largely undisturbed. Life, if still present, will persist in slow rhythms, protected by the vastness of space and the predictability of gravitational motion. The galaxy is patient, allowing planetary systems to exist quietly within its grand structure. Cosmic timeline. Billions of years ahead, all of this unfolds over billions of years, a timescale impossible for the human mind to grasp fully. Yet imagining it slowly, gently, helps us align our thoughts with the calm patience of the cosmos. Everything is measured, everything is rhythmic, everything is vast and slow. Observing the Milky Way's evolution, astronomers today glimpse hints of this future through simulations, observations of distant galaxies, and careful measurements of Andromeda's motion. Even our study of the galaxy is slow, patient, mirroring the gentle pace at which the universe itself evolves. Philosophical reflection on cosmic timescale, the Milky Way teaches us the serenity of patience. Stars are born, shine and fade. Galaxies merge and drift apart. Time stretches beyond comprehension. And here we are, tiny observers on a quiet planet, floating peacefully within this immense, slow-moving universe. Take a deep breath, feel the calm of billions of years unfolding, the gentle drift of stars and planets. And let yourself sink into the infinite, timeless rhythm of the cosmos. Now, let yourself sink even deeper, as if floating in a soft, endless darkness, surrounded by gentle light and timeless quiet. There is no need to think, no need to do anything, only to rest and let the universe slowly cradle you. The galaxy before humans, the Milky Way, existed long before us. Billions of years before Earth formed, before oceans and mountains, before life began on our planet, the galaxy drifted quietly through space. Stars were already glowing. Nebulae were already drifting. The spiral arms were already turning. Everything unfolded without hurry, without expectation. The galaxy needed no observers to be magnificent. And yet, it is still magnificent, still calm, still enduring. The galaxy after humans and billions of years from now, long after humans and Earth are gone, the Milky Way will continue its slow, graceful dance. Stars will still be born, nebulae will still drift, arms will still rotate. The galaxy does not rush. It does not depend on us. It simply is. This is comforting. It reminds you that time is vast and your own rest is safe. Even in a universe that is always moving, stars being born as others fade, stars are born as others fade. New light emerges slowly from the dark clouds of gas and dust, while ancient stars release their final glow, their light still traveling across space, softly, patiently, reaching distant eyes far later. Life, death, and rebirth happen without urgency, without drama, only quiet transformation. Light traveling without urgency, light itself moves steadily, but it does not rush. It travels across vast distances, taking thousands, millions of years to reach a single place, carrying with it stories of stars long gone, or yet to be born. Even light knows patience. Even light does not hurry. Silence of space, space has no sound, no wind, no echo. It is the deepest silence imaginable, yet full of gentle motion, full of life and time moving slowly. This silence can soothe the mind. It allows your thoughts to drift without interruption. It allows your body to rest without expectation. We are made of stardust. Every atom in your body was once part of a star. Hydrogen, carbon, oxygen, nitrogen, all forged in distant stellar furnaces, and carried through space to assemble into the molecules of life. You are connected to the galaxy in the most literal way possible. You are made of stardust, and stardust has always moved slowly, patiently through time. The galaxy doesn't rush. The Milky Way moves with infinite patience. It rotates, drifts, births stars, and absorbs others. Yet there is no hurry, no pressure, no urgent need. It reminds you that you do not need to rush either. You don't need to rush either right now. You can release your thoughts, release your concerns. There is nowhere you need to go. No time you need to meet. You are part of this vast galaxy, floating in your own quiet orbit, as billions of stars and cosmic clouds move around you calmly, slowly, peacefully. Calm cosmic reassurance, and so the Milky Way continues, ever steady, ever gentle. Its spiral arms turn softly. Its stars glow quietly. Its nebulae drift endlessly. You are part of this flow, safe, protected, at peace. As you breathe, imagine yourself drifting with the stars, cradled by time, held by light, and carried through the infinite, silent, beautiful expanse of space. You are small and you are safe. You are part of everything, and yet completely at ease. And now, let sleep take you.